Are we back? Trying trying to make this work, trying to make streaming work. It's just I'm not sure if my internet is good enough to allow it. Like it just when I try to do it, I just see problems. I'll try to do it though. Where's our getting this stream set up? Try to see it live. I don't see what I'm looking for though. Dismiss that. I mean, I think it's working. I just can't tell though. I just can't tell. It says streaming, so like whatever that means, you know, I don't know what it means. So we'll just go through all this stuff again and hope everything works. We shall try again. We shall try again. What's that time? 58? Yeah, okay. Anyway. So yeah, if any of that got like ruined by the streaming software, basically I'm doing two things. So I'm trying to improve AI medics, like ones that both players can use and ones that Zeus can spawn. So I'm trying to improve AI medics so that they both move to revive, but also move to like heal people who aren't incapacitated, just to like treat them. Like I want to give them that ability. And then if I have time left, I'm gonna try to work a bit on the whitelisting slots for the role selection system. Like the way they're implemented now is not good. Like I thought it was good, but basically players can like duplicate slots. Like entering a whitelisted slot like opens an extra role. It's hard to describe. It's pretty complicated. But basically they're broken, so I need to address whitelisting as well, or slot whitelisting. So yeah, we're gonna work first on the AI medic stuff, just because it's like at the end of it we should be able to see it like in game. Like we all come here to watch game stuff. But looking at Notepad for a while isn't that interesting? But let's see what we can do. So we're going to head into our script. This is our AI medic script at the moment. And it works alright. Like, it does its job. Like, the medic gets a job here, and then he fulfills the job done here. Like, with some job parameters and conditions. But what I'm adding in here is not only the ability to revive, but also to treat. So I want to add treating. Like right now it says like if there's like an incapacitated unit around them, move to them. But I also want them to move towards injured, like limping units as well. That is the plan, at least. So we'll see how we go. Right here, I'm trying to create like a little prioritization block, like when the medic like evaluates nearby units, like I want him to go after like incapacitated units first, but not if they're super far away. So like if there's a wounded guy right beside him and then an incapacitated guy like 100 meters away, I want him to quickly heal the wounded guy right beside him first. But to do that, we need to create like a prioritization system. So that's just what I'm doing. I don't know why I do this. Like, I add complicated stuff to my list of things to do, which takes a lot of time to implement. Anyway, so here we have prioritizing, so we're finding like the list of units that we need to operate on. And then if like we only want to prioritize if there's more than one unit to take care of, to attend to. And so here we go. I have to like actually start thinking as well now. So I'm converting this list of units into a list of those units, but also some information about them. Like to be like whether he's injured or incapacitated. So I'm turning that into like a 0 or 1 number. Like 1 is like incapacitated, 0 is injured. And then I also want to get the distance. Distance is important as well. So now that I have the unit, whether they're injured, and how far away, what do I want to do next? I want to... Do we have to apply like a weighting, like a... like we want them to go after... Like we want to like sort this array. We want to like sort this array by a set of instructions. Or we want to reorder it actually. So I need to put like a reordering, or do I? Do I need to put like a reordering thing in here? Or I can just make like a cutoff distance. Like I can say like, alright, he's 100 meters away and he's incapacitated. Or he's 50 meters away and he's injured. So, entity, and then I have to sort as well. So, there's got to be like a something to sort by. It's always good to put the number up front. Like I have a unit and then a number and then a distance. So how to sort? I think I will take so we'll just keep all the incapacitated units and then we will filter out injured units which are far away if there are incapacitated units to attend to. That starts to get complicated. Alright, I might just simplify it beyond that actually. Just for the sake of getting something done. So we'll keep incapacitated units and we will drop injured units if they are over 50 meters away. So it's like half the distance, maybe even less, maybe like 25. It's just for like nearby guys. So we have our prioritization, and now we will do some more stuff with it. Select. It's generally not a good practice to reuse variable names. Like we're doing a lot with this prioritize array. Select, and this just select command, like if this code block returns true, then it keeps the element, else or otherwise it drops the element from the array. So we're trying to figure out what elements to keep. So is priority false. We'll create another variable there. I might not even have needed to do that, but I find it easier to work with a variable and then to like fix up the array after. Like this one here, like there's so many nested scopes here. I can get rid of a lot of like the then, if then stuff. But it's easier for me to write it like this because like maybe there is an exception, like an else that gets dropped in here. So if I write it like this and then later on I can go back and trim it down to make it look nice. But first I like to just keep it simple and obvious. So priority sort of like we got the unit, we got the life state and the distance. And the life state has been simplified to binary like 0 or 1. So select x select 1 is equal to 0 is equal to 1. So we'll keep all the ones. Or x select 1 is equal to 0 and x select 2 is less than 50. X select 1 is equal to 2. And then we'll make sure this syntax is correct. So we need one more set of brackets here probably. We just jumped this onto the line above. So 0 is equal to 1, so it's incapacitated or injured and less than 50. This is my prioritization list. So we have here prioritize. Do I even need this prioritized list, or can I just use the near units? The thing is, like, I did some stuff, like I turned it from an array of objects into like a nested array. So I'll have to do some work to put it back together again. Yeah. Let's have a look. Yeah, I can probably get rid of this prioritized stuff and just use near units. Just gets a bit complicated then. And then I can get rid of this variable as well. Thing is here, now I have to like convert it back to like a an array of objects, which isn't too hard. You just use the apply command. Once you get the hang of how to use it, it's not so bad. So we'll apply, we'll drop the nested array, and we'll just have the list of objects, which is contained right here. Like the x becomes x like 0, and then we want to drop the rest, so we just keep x like 0. We've done our work on the near units to like, this is like a pretty weak prioritization system here, but it's like the groundwork. So the groundwork's pretty important with these sort of things. And then once it's in and working, it becomes so much easier to edit and improve. Making sure we have all the brackets we need and not too many more. hopefully they balance. And we can also just do lazy evaluation just because. Unfortunately, these systems, like, you can't really put them, you can't apply them to like enemy or like server spawned AI, just because it has so many to iterate through. And it just creates such a performance overhead for not a very valuable feature. It looks good to see like enemy healing each other, but it comes at a big cost. So yeah, but these are controlled by the player. Like, so these ones aren't putting a burden on the server except for like bandwidth, network traffic. See how that's doing. I think it's doing okay. The stream's doing okay. Nothing's crashed yet, which is good. Crashing is not good. Anyways, we're working through it. We have our near units. We filtered out the ones we don't want. Rather, we filtered down the units that we do want. And then also created like a little system for further filtering in the future. Like if I want to do some extra tricky stuff in here. We got our near units. Select. So only when we jumped up to more than one did we start to do just checking to make sure that this near units array gets back into the format it needs to for down here when it's just expecting an object. So we only really use apply when the thing's greater than 1, and we always apply back to an array of objects at the end of this. So we should be okay. We need to make sure it's a private variable, all good. So it looks okay. It looks okay. Now here's where he gets his job, and then this, I have to take this line out because it's like redundant now. So I'll just get rid of this incapacitated line. Chuck that back, live. This line's probably also redundant, but it's nice to have for like if a player disconnects and he deletes, like alive makes sure we don't get script errors. So, like this condition, like the alive condition, is very useful for like multiplayer scripting where you're not sure if the object you're just referencing still exists at any point in time. It's just the way things go. So he gets his job as a medic. So he has his job, he's on his job. Next time he evaluates, he's going through his job. He's moving towards his thing here. Still moving towards, and then we have some incapacitation things that we have to look at as well down here. Job target life state equals incapacitated. This is like a line where maybe it would help to format it for easier reading. Live entity, yes, you can see live checks everywhere. Just because I have all the braces, yeah, got them all. Okay, live entity and healthy or injured. This is what we want to change. We want to change this to include injured units. Just like that. Alright, so now he's moving towards, now he's trying to move towards the unit. We're checking how far away he is. This is like, if he's over 4 meters from the unit, then just keep moving. But like once you go down to 2 meters, it becomes hard to propel AI around in little distances like that. Like they figure they're already at their destination, so they just don't move. So I don't use too tight a tolerance. And then he actually goes in for the goes in for the heal. Let's try to understand what's going on here as well. I mean, I used to understand all this stuff, but when you create something and then don't touch it for a while, it's almost like another person has written it. So we want to make sure everything's peachy down here. So we got do watch, play move, action, sitter. Looks good. Bit of sleep in there. That's sort of awkward, but it just is simple and it works. So I don't think we have to worry. If he's just injured, we don't have to worry too much about this stuff. If it's incapacitated, I don't think we have to worry about this block. Like this one here is a condition on reviving. But if we want to just handle injured as well, then all we really have to, we're just trying to get down to this line right here, which does the healing bit as well. So I think we have, assuming our like prioritization thing works, then I think we have something we can work with. So I'm gonna go ahead and see if we can launch the server again and just do some testing. Probably I'll get a script error in there. Anyways, let's see if we do. So in we go. No script errors in compile. That's good. Always good. You'll be able to see how I launched the server here too. Like I don't use TADST or anything. I just use a little batch file. All right. So the MP missions. We got our thing here. Got my little server file, and then I just have a run, like a little batch file here. That just launches the server. Not too complicated. So we'll launch our server. Also, like, I might be able to show you some of the other stuff that's been worked on. It's just pretty simple changes. Like the first, when you come back from a while off and like you do a mission update, and you're like settling back into the files and like learning where everything is and how it all connects, you just see stuff that needs to be addressed everywhere. The first update back has like hundreds of little changes and little tweaks, just to make things work and like to get myself comfortable with the scripts again. Here's our server. I don't think the server is like on the internet. I think it's just local to my network. But we shouldn't have too many problems. And I do use Tanoa because I hate Altus. Alright, here's another little tweak. You probably see it in the role selection here. So you get like, I put just the little player icons, which actually happened to be like a really hard thing to do. Like it took hours of work just to get these here. Just because of the way the role system was set up, it wasn't, like getting these icons wasn't a trivial thing. It could be done, but at great performance cost. And I wanted to reduce that burden. So anyways, we get the unit icons here instead. Actually, maybe I can check this as well. If I get some vehicles. Maybe as a pilot. See as a pilot. I'm gonna go in as a pilot and then see, yeah, see here's what I have for whitelisted slots. Most of you will have seen stuff like this before because certain communities found these solutions long before I did. And they work, so I just have to get some like whitelisted text here, or maybe not. Maybe I'll just leave them like a different color so that people can ask why they can't access those slots. And then when they try to, it'll pop up with like a whitelisted message. That's the plan, at least. That is the plan. So yeah, we're in as a pilot. Oh, no, we're not. Go Go for our pilot slot. I'm just showing like on the side of the screen, you see that text like of who's in your vehicle. I tried to like improve that a bit. Actually, that's not the right seat. Keep it simple. Into our pilot seat. Zeus up. Get some units in here. Rifle squad. That's enough. Oh, picture A3 not found. Lovely. Okay, well, what I was working on is not working yet. You can see like the list of players on the side. That's what I was working on. It's just not. Maybe we can debug that as well on this stream. That might be another useful thing to do. It's just, I wish it was easy. I wish it was just easy. Alright, so that's that stuff. Now let's test out our medic. Test out our medics. We'll just go somewhere this area works. So we'll put down our medic. And we will see what he does. There's our medic. I'm gonna spawn like a team off to the side, like somewhere over here. I'm gonna set one of them unconscious. And then this guy is gonna be injured. He's gonna heal himself though. It's a massive pain in the ass. Yeah, healing himself. Actually have to go in and like get rid of his first aid kits. So let's get rid of his no first aid kits left. I like that. Alright, so we're gonna damage him again. Alright, so he's well damaged. And now see if I can move these guys. Yep, all good. So now the damaged guy is gonna be closer to the medic. And the incapacitated guy is gonna be slightly further away. So I just want to see what this medic does. If there's no script errors, that's the main thing. There could easily be script errors and he could easily just do nothing. He's doing nothing, guys. This is terrible. This is awful. This is why I hate Arma. How do I get that guy out of there? Now it's just this down guy. Yeah. This is Arma life right here. Wonder if I spawn him in again. Spawn a new one in. What does this medic do? Nothing. Yeah, so this is how scripting goes. I should have tested in the editor. There's just a lot of stuff that I do is tough to test in the editor. So we will now go find what is wrong with this. Air units. This works, I know it works. This shouldn't fail. This line's okay. New units. Select life state in. Incapacitated, injured. New units greater than 1. New units greater than 1. So maybe we can like. We'll just set some of these guys down as well. See if our medics do anything. Don't be fooled, he's not actually doing anything, he's just reforming. Yeah, doing nothing. Near units, it's gotta be, problem's gotta be here. New unit supply X, 01, life state incapacitated. Or is this creating like a true? If this is true, then 1. Entity distance 2dx. Entity distance 2dx. That all makes sense. I have no problem with this line. New units equals new units. Probably this line here. Just because it looks jank, huh? x select 1 is equal to 1, or x select 1 is equal to 0, x select 2 distance is less than 50, new unit supply x select 0. I'm just going to comment some of this out. Why am I commenting it out? This should work. Live unit is null. Live job provider. Yeah, I don't know. I can't see the problem. It should just work. This is Arma scripting. So what we have to do, sometimes this like just chucking in blocks, it's not obvious where the error is or where the logic is failing. But the prioritization isn't essential. So I'm just gonna comment that block out for a moment. I wonder if I like go over there. There's other cool things, like I've probably showed this on stream before, but like you can remote control like the AI medic as used, and then come and just revive the guy yourself. And this all plugs into the scripts, like basically like remote controlling that script. All that stuff works fine. It's just getting them to actually. Maybe if I delete these wounded guys and then like hurt these guys. Just set these health down. It just doesn't look like they're moving at all. Oh wait, what's this guy doing? What's he doing? Where are you going, buddy? Oh! Nah, I'm just confused. What on earth is going on? My medics are working now. They're working now. They're actually doing stuff. This guy's hurt. See what happens. Are we gonna help him? No? Or is it in squad only? He's hurt. Is anyone gonna help him? No. Oh, he's going. This is Arma, man. Like it looks like there's a bug, but then things just work and then things don't work. So if we set him unconscious, what happens? What happens? They should be quicker than this anyways. This is too slow. Set this guy down. What do you do, buddy? You gonna do anything about this? Nothing? Nothing? Okay, maybe it is, bro. I don't even know. I'm pretty sure it'll work without that block in there, though. How it's supposed to work is like, actually it's a bit too hard to show at the moment. What's our AO doing? GPS jammer. Yeah, I was working on GPS jammer as well. It's looking pretty good. There's like stuff that I don't really want to show in there just yet. Like I like surprises, so I don't just want to show everything yet. Yeah, GPS jammer will stay like a bit of a mystery project for now. There's lots that was getting worked on though. It's just not so much that's super visible in a quick flyover. Now let's go check. Let's just continue what we were doing. So we gotta get out of here and basically relaunch the server. So we'll come back out. Basically, I have to like relaunch Arma just to like redo the mission file. Big pain. This is why I hate bugs and errors. I don't make too many anymore, but you know, sometimes they just happen. So in we go. Once more into the breach. I'm also trying to be a bit quiet because there's people sleeping around me. So I'm not speaking too loud. Just relaxing, really. So we should figure out why that block didn't work. I have an idea though. I think I can test some of it in the editor. So we're gonna do that. Right, put our guy down. Get our miller down. Get our Zeus module down. And then we will see what we can do. Alright, here's our guy. Here's our block. So what can we just spawn in the editor? We'll need all this stuff. Let's take all this stuff. I don't need that, I don't need that. Where does this one start? That's our loop there, we need that. But probably above, we don't. Take all this. Open a new file. And we'll start working on this one. Well, I'd like a spawn here though as well. And then some of these functions won't work. Like these are like framework functions. But we don't need them. We can just like we can just put in stuff, just junk here anyways. And it's gonna be local, so we don't have to worry about that. We really just want to work on this stuff up here. And now that we're in the editor, I don't have to comment stuff out. I can just do like we'll just find the part that it fills up. This is like the easy way to do it. One, two, three. If one, then and then we'll just go 4. Right, so we're just gonna spawn this block and see what happens. It should just work. I'll be surprised if this did not work. So we want rifle squad. And no script errors, seems good. We'll put down like our wounded guy. And then, where's the unarmed ones? Alright, these are our 3 guys. Now we just got to get rid of their like first aid kits. We can already see like our script is reporting movement. So it's going 0 to 1 to 4. Which is a bit odd. I'm surprised it's getting up to 4 when there's no injured guys here. So what it's doing, it's doing near units 0, 1, and then it's just going straight to 4. Maybe this is the problem. Maybe it's like, this is probably, I think this is it, because we took that incapacitated line out. Now it's getting all the way down here, which is what we don't want. 0, 1 to 4. Maybe we do want one of those lines, just for now. Like, this isn't the right way to do it, but it's just easy. So we'll just put in a line, like, we already have it up here actually. And then don't forget to change the X to a unit. Life state unit, incapacitated, injured, for each near units. Actually, maybe we didn't need this. I'm just like getting tired. We don't need that. Because we're iterating over the array. Yes, we're iterating over these guys. We'll just see what happens. See what happens with our team. So we got our medic over in the corner there. Get this guy's health down. And let's see what he does. Probably nothing. Get 2 of their health down. And 3 of their health down. Now we're iterating through a bit more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Interesting, interesting. I think we do, actually. I think we do want that line in. Or we don't want the line in, and we just want to like block this loop a bit. We don't want this loop getting worked on. So we'll put in we'll just put in another check for now. It's pretty clumsy, but it works. So I can see it's getting down there. Like the script is getting down to here. And now I just want to see what format this thing is in down below. It's been a while since I've worked with the apply command. So it's just good to see what's happening. And we'll start again. Back to the editor. Jump in. On our rifle squad. Could just spawn like a squad of medics actually. Alright, there's our medic team. You guys better do something. Are we gonna spawn our our arm guys? A bit further away maybe. Should still be close enough. These guys are gonna like revive themselves. Anyway, so he's injured. These guys should be interested in him. I actually haven't even like spawned the script in. Alright. Zero, 1, and 4. What is this guy doing? Alright, so these guys are all injured. Our medics aren't doing anything. This is our array. So 1, 2, 3. We've got our array. It's doing something useful. I wonder why. So maybe it is working there. Job timeout. Make sure we don't have any stray variables we don't want in here. So we don't have any stray variables. This is good. We're getting what we need out of this. So we've got our array back. Is not equal to reach new units, not revived. Oh, here we go. This is it here. If not revived, disable, false. Yeah, so this is like a framework function, like actually no, that should just be fine. It should revive, disable, false. That should work fine. Entity up auto. If life state's job target, where's our job target? Job type is medic. Yeah, we create a medic job. It's just these life state checks. Job target, incapacitated, injured. Oh, yeah, right here. Okay, we've got it. Found our bug. So the life state is a string, and then I left in is equal to when we changed it to an array. So that's just what I had to do there. Change it to in. Check our other life state things. Yes, this is good. Life state in. So that will be the bug there. Because the rest of it just looks fine. So we're going to test it and it's going to work. I just know it. So yeah, that's bug testing right there. You just look at something long enough, bang your head against the wall, chop a finger off, and then script's done. So let's put in our medics again. So here's my medics. Yeah, I'm gonna try to like advance some of the Zeus stuff. Like I know there's Zeus mods out there. But they often fall short on like they're really good at spawning stuff. But as for like AI, there's not too many people who are able to make AI do what they're supposed to. That's one of the advantages that I have is like done a lot of stuff with AI, so I know what works and what doesn't. And performance-wise, what works and what doesn't. Anyway, so we'll spawn in our guy here. So yeah, I want to improve Zeus a little bit. Because one day I want to put up like like a public Zeus server running the framework, which is like Zeus only sort of thing. Alright, so our guys are down. Alright, so we should start to get some action here. I dare say, there they go. Look at that. Look at that. In they go. Medic team to the rescue. They split up. They're all going to their guys. Yes. Why is this fourth guy going in? They're just like repositioning, that's all. Yeah, so that was perfect. That was like an excellent little demonstration there. So we'll wound them again just to watch everything happen. So we're just wounding them. There's our medic team. And our medic team should go to work in a second. It's not instantaneous. Well, in fact, just nothing's happening yet. So they're not doing what they want this time, what I want this time. I wonder why. That's an interesting one as well. So we fixed a bug and then we found another bug. I wonder if there's like a timeout somewhere. There might be a delay on doing the same guy twice. That's just what I'm thinking. Interesting. So we'll just put this guy down, see what happens. Nothing. So they did one job and then now they're all pooped out. So I'm gonna find out what's going on there though. Alright. This array, we'll create an empty array and then we'll just like dump the variables, the variable states. So for each all variables cursor objects array pushback x cursor object get variable x close bracket. Alright. So now let's see what's going on inside that guy's little pea brain. Oops, I forgot. Gotta copy that to clipboard. So we'll dump that. So your job data is at nothing and he's not on job. But what happened to our support, our job provider thing? So he's not on job. AI job data. Maybe it's these guys that just got healed. Maybe these guys had the wrong variables. Yep. We'll see. Job provider. So he's still got a job provider, that's why. Job targets. Is this why? Because only if he's, yeah, okay. So we found this bug now. It's not really a bug. Yeah, I guess it was. It's something that had to be found anyways. So we set the job provider, like basically what's going on is this unit, like when you saw them all running over, this unit only had one medic attend to him. That's because the other medics were like, oh, that guy's assigned already, so just let him be. But he doesn't get unassigned, so now he's injured and they're all just letting him be. We need to, I can probably do it live like right here. So if I go take that code. So what was happening is like when they go incapacitated and then they get revived, then they get unassigned from an attendant, I guess you'd call it. But because these guys weren't incapacitated, they didn't get unassigned, so we'll just quickly unassign them. So this guy is now free and awaiting medical attention. Look at that. There they go. Off he goes. He's been assigned. Get some heal action going on there. Good, good, good. Good, good, good. Alright, so now we'll bake that change in to make sure it works for our injured stuff as well. So healthy injured. If no, yeah. So we can actually just unassign it right here. Actually, we'll unassign it afterwards. So we'll go after the wait time. Then we'll go job target, job provider. That way it covers both. It covers both cases. Job data. This is another one though. Okay, these are after. Actually, it's just a bit strange. That shouldn't have been evaluated anyways. but he was still attended to. We almost need like a variable state monitor for all these units to like a little sanity check for variable states. But not yet, not yet. Alright, now let's go back to our original function. I could just copy in those changes. I want to see it working properly before I go back to the original stuff. Let's see which bits of this. Yeah, so I'll just restart all this stuff. There are 2 copies here. Not good. Get rid of 1 copy. Yeah, so we'll keep working on this for now. Okay, so we'll just keep working on this stuff. We got our guys. This guy's still down. That's same issue as before. Got our little medic cheerleader squad here. I wish I could just spawn guys who don't have first aid kits. Just, they can't heal themselves up right away. So we're gonna go back to the editor just to get that script to stop running. We'll start again. Got our medic squad. Get these bad boys down. And now I'll spawn these guys out of the way. I'm just gonna injure them though. Actually, I wanna get rid of some of these medics just for a more synthetic test here. There'll be, what will there be? There'll be, look at them go, they're like double healing themselves. I need to go down to where they are, if I can find anything. I'll just push him away. That'll bring them down to me. I want to set one unconscious. So we'll put him out. Now we got our 2 guys, so we'll have an injured guy closer, and then an incapacitated guy a bit further. So let us see. We'll get our script going. And now we will spawn the script. Good. Now let's see what happens. Alright, we are live. Our medic is sort of doing stuff. So who does he prioritize here? I genuinely don't know. Okay, he goes for this guy first. That's okay, that's okay. And now I want him to keep going. So now he's off job, he's off his current task, and he is looking for his next job. Off he goes on his next adventure. So he should come over to this incapacitated guy. We're actually going to set this guy back injured again. See what happens. So he's gone over, he's healing this guy up. Yes. And now this guy over here is injured again. But he's a bit further away. So what does he do? We pull him closer. No, okay, we're back with issues. So now the medic has done his job, and he's done. Now we need to figure out again what's wrong with this guy here, to where he's not getting medical attention. But we can already guess, so I'll take the variable here, job provider, and we'll just set that to null. Set that one to null. And now what does our medic do? Yeah, over he comes. That's just not getting set to null properly. Back into the code we go. Job provider option null is null. JavaScript greater than 4 else. So what's going on here? Then distance. Why? So we need a better way to reset this state. We need it to be reset greater than 4 else. It is null JavaScript. I'd even just put it down at here. And get rid of it in there. Job provider. Just have to manage those states a bit better. Not alive. Job provider unit. This is our guy that gets healed. Maybe like a timeout variable as well, like a, if it's been 60 seconds or something, then allow it to work. Alright, there we go. I like these tests with one medic. So, yeah, we'll just jump back in. Go to our combat lifesaver, our unarmed guy, another one. Push him away for a bit. Mess them both up. So we'll set this guy down again. This guy, injured, medic over here. And then we'll launch it up. So what does he do now? Should still be the same pattern, but it could be different this time. Don't ask why. I don't know. So this guy gets revived. Good. Chill for a bit. That was a long run. Just gotta relax for a bit. Oh, he's gone again. Double dipping here. Weird. The unarmed guy's got like extra revive stuff going on. Now I just want to hurt this guy again. So get him down. This guy's getting treated for his injuries. Good. Now this guy over here is injured again. And he's healing himself again. He's injured. He should be once again attended to. However, look at this eye contact here. It's kind of scary. Look at that. Nice eye contact there. Yeah, still no joy here again. So we'll try. See, this is still our same problem persisting here. I wonder why. I wonder what's going on here. I wonder what is going on here. It needs to happen near the top. This is too low for this line. So we will chuck it in up here. Now, if we set it here, then he will still get, like, other medics will come over. Other AI medics will come over and try to, like, also heal him. So it can't be there. It's gotta be in here. It just has to be. Or else you end up with problems. Even there's a problem. Even there's a problem. So what do I do? I can change like I can do some stuff to it. Like I can do a double check. Like here I can check like that the job provider is busy or not. As like a sanity check. But how would I do that? The AI job, this is our medic. Not alive. Job provider. Okay. This is checking if the job provider has died. So we're checking if the job provider has died here. Not alive. Job provider. Or alive job provider. And AI job. Job data. What's the job data? Job data. Entity, variable job data, job target. So we can do something like this. This is reasonable. Alive unit get variable job provider and not yeah, it is entity, not that's the wrong way to go about it. Unit in job data. So alive and not unit in job data. And we'll just add one more thing there. Should be good. But maybe it will, like, no. I think this will sort it out. This should work right here. It just frustrates me that it doesn't. Job target, set variable job provider. Job provider, entity. It just frustrates me that it doesn't. I might just spam this line around. Job target's done there. Job target's done there. Alright. This should work. Pretty confident with this now. Getting a feel for what the script's doing and not doing. So we'll go once more. See what we can do. Spawn our medic. Spawn On an auto rifleman this time. Sort of sick of those armed guys doing what they want. Just wound these guys first. And we're just gonna get into our script right here. Alright, he's on the move. We also need like a cancel, like say this guy gets healed, then this guy can just stop coming over. So I can interrupt, but that's later down the line. That's like once everything's working, then we put in like the slightly more advanced stuff. So injure that guy. Now I want to injure this guy again. Now this guy's got a couple things to do. Seems to be good. Now back you go. Yes. Perpetual motion here. This is what I like to see. Set him down. Now what? Now what do you do? Still working. Still working. This is good enough. Like, this is playable. Oh, interesting. So he's just not catching, huh? Not able to heal him? What's next? Wonder if this guy's just short of medikits or revive kits or something. Yes, first aid kits. Yeah, he's got a few. I hope I didn't break him just by taking control. I think I did. We'll spawn another just because this guy is dead now. I wonder, does this guy also have the healing problem? Nope. I might throw in something. No, there's a, yeah, keep going. Do your job, buddy. I feel like throwing in something just to make sure that they get healed a bit. So if they're only injured, then we just set their health to something like above the injured threshold. I forget what it is, whether it's like 0.25 or 0.10. What do you do in this case, buddy? He just appeared next to you. Oh, that's okay. That's playable. We can work with that. Keep going. Any issues with that? See, he's working. He's working. And then back to the other guy. Let's go. Come on. Back up the hill. Yep, off he goes. All in all, like, not too bad. There are some bugs. But, you know, there's something here to work with at least. I'm going to take our changes here. There were some things that I took out of, like in this script, there's some functions here that I need to put back. So I'll just drop this block back in to our new stuff. Just this block here, I think. Yep, that's that. Now we have to find out the... maybe if I wonder... Watch this. He should come over now. Come on, medic. Let's go. Come over to me. Yay. Yay. It's working. Alright, well that worked. Happy with that. We're gonna get rid of him. He did his job admirably, but we gotta get rid of him now. So I want to find out what the threshold is for injured state. So we're going to check our injured states. Does this work? Does this bit of code work? Nope. Bug. That, and then one more bracket. Nope. I'll have to do it with format. Nope. 1, 2, format, damage player. Ah, yeah. Oops. Alright, there we go. Alright, so 5% health healthy, 5% damage healthy. Okay, so it's 0.1. 0.09 is healthy. Yeah, okay. So job script is equal to incapacitated, then healed. So if he's incapacitated, this will get him up. Unconscious, captive. We want to fork off to like the injured state here though. But we're like, for some reason we allowed it right here. Life state job target is equal to, okay, yeah, never mind. Because we're watching like the life states of both the healer and the healed. Is equal to injured, then so 0.09. Something like that. Injured 0.09. This is different. Alright, that's quick and ugly, but it should work. I like stuff that works regardless of how ugly it is. So you come to like, if you work on a big project, eventually you start doing ugly stuff just because it works. And then you don't want to touch it because everything just breaks. So where are we? To get our loot back. This is like back in the mission script here. Now we're just putting back our good work that we've done. Got our script here. Looks good. This is Zeus. I'm not sure about the sleep time here. I don't like those little delays we had. Get rid of all this system chat stuff. Our filter functions seem to work fine, so I'm not going to touch that. Like our prioritization stuff. I think I'll just leave it how it is. Seems to be working fine. And now we're going to add it to the mission and see if those changes work. Get out of our little one here. One day I'll do like a how-to for how to launch this, like what all these things do. Like this is like, what is it? air defense laptop there. CAS laptop there. Live feed TV, arsenal boxes. Init field on these vehicles. There's an init field here. Oh well. Did I already do this? Export to multiplayer. That'll be alright. So we'll go into server. Yeah, even like if you have a big to-do list, then even a little on like make the AI medics work or like fix the AI medics, you think it'll take 15 minutes, and then there you are like an hour and 15 minutes later, just testing to make sure your changes worked. And I was like only changing a few lines too. I think this is the main change here. This is a good change. This will fix a lot of the janky stuff. Checking the job provider for the attendant, and then also checking the attendant is still attached to the job. So that'll fix a lot of things there. It's hard to like, I've made lots of like little changes over the last few days. It's hard to show. Not much to see. But there will be. Just this first update's gonna be a lot of like maintenance changes, improving little things, but not super visible. Like not really focused on like mission objectives. Like that's coming, but just not in this update. This update, like, it's not. I don't know. It's not like completely bug fixy, and it's not like content wise. I'm not even sure. It's just maintenance, like modernizing some of the code. Anyway, here we are. So Zeus is like live fire tests. So we got our rifle squad. And then we'll have a down guy up here. So he goes down. Squad runs up. Our AI medic should spring into action. So the squad turns that way, but our medic sees that there's a guy here who needs some help. So our medic will hopefully disregard formation and go do his job. Hopefully, turn right please, yes, yes. Look at this. Thing of beauty, isn't it? This is like live, like missions up, enemies everywhere. Guy's back, not on his feet, he's just resting. Alright, now there's a firefight and a few of this guy's squad members got hurt, including the leader. So medic, you have work to do. Let's see what you got. Go for these guys first. I like that decision. You're hurt too. Yes, kill this guy. Now go for the revives. Going for the revive. This guy keeps on getting hurt. He's hurt again. Ah, this guy's getting abandoned. That's not good. So he's prioritizing injured instead of revives, which is okay. I'll do something about that. I know how to deal with that. I mean, maybe it does make sense to go for injured first. Keeps them in the fight. So now we're gonna do another test. We're gonna do a combat test. So we got, what do we got? We're gonna create a squad. So we got some shooters, 5 of those, 3 medics, and then put them on a hill. And then down here somewhere is like enemies, right? 2 LDF. So I'll have a little bit of a firefight. Hopefully we see some medics do stuff. So do we see some injured guys? That's some nice firing as well. I like that. Cleaned up. Okay, well we need more. Rifle squad. So what do our medics do? They should be causing some damage here. I'd be surprised if there's no injured. I want to see our medics move. Come on. See some damage. Alright, these guys are a bit better. Do some hits. You're not firing. What are you doing? Nothing? Just sitting there? If this guy were to... Nah. There should be no reason. I'll just spawn some better soldiers. Of course they threw smoke. Waiting to see some injuries here. Not too impressed with CSAT's shooting. They're just not doing very well. I see some blood. I see some blood. Okay, we got some blood over here. But I'm not seeing much. Is he... Yeah, he's at the threshold. He should be... He is hurt. He is hurt. But I'm not seeing much action. That guy's hurt now. I don't know. I don't know. These medics are just sort of standing here. Yeah, but now if I spawn like a clean medic, like one who hasn't been in the battle, what does he do? Anything? Nothing? It should be like, you know, I don't know. I don't know. I wish I knew what was wrong. I don't have any tools to assess this either. Let's just see what line of the file that thing's on. So it's on feedback. Oh, is it just not there? On core, feedback, mission status. Did that file just like crash? Did we get a, did it fail somewhere? 0 to 1 step 0. Is there a script error in here? Yeah, well you can see how painfully frustrating this sort of stuff is. Yeah, that's a good question. If there are 2 medics in a team and one of the medics gets hurt, well, the medic, like they can self-heal. Like that's automatic. You saw those guys self-healing all the time. Um, but another medic will come and attend to him. Um, but I haven't put like I haven't put yeah, like he'll still receive treatment. That's what'll happen. That's what will happen. Unfortunately, some of the script like crashed. So I have to go in and figure out why. So we're gonna go in and figure out why that script crashed. The local script too. It's just I can't see. Okay, and curator. Okay, perfect. This is how the script crashed. Error type group expected object set skill. Okay, so interesting. Okay. Well, this is a really nice bug to find, actually. So I just found a bug, but it's like not a logic bug, it's just a syntax bug. So it's easy fix. And then we'll go once more for the test. So server side of the files. So the bug is here. The bug is here. So I think it's this one. I think that line is the bugged one. I think this is the group skill, like this. So one of these two is wrong. But we will have to check our we'll have to check our stuff. Set skill. We're gonna check the syntax for the set skill command because one of these two lines here is wrong. I can't say which one yet. I think you set group skill like that. And object set skill is the array, I believe. But we'll find out. Yeah, it's just a lot of work to do anything in Arma scripting. You can write something, but if it doesn't work all the time, every time, then it's nothing. Then it means absolutely nothing. So what's our syntax? Skill vehicle set skill skill. What did the error say, anyways? The error would have been useful. That's another. Yeah, that was before. Then I launched up here. Type group expected object. Yeah, okay. That's skill one, so it shouldn't have been the group. That was the problem. Where's our open function? Our open function here, so this is the mistake. Get rid of that. And now it should work. Export this and relaunch the server. Oop, that's not it. It's app data stuff. There we are. Now I'm expecting to see some pretty damn good medics. Now that all these bugs and stuff have been sorted out, I'm expecting to see some magic. Yeah, it was sort of like Yeah, I want to make this, like, I want to make the AI stuff that I have, like, work with Zeus. And one of the most obvious ones for whoever's in Zeus is, like, the medics. And then it's obviously, like, it supports, like, say a group of players get, like, wiped. Instead of using this as, like, a script to get the players up, the Zeus can orchestrate, like, a rescue with AI. Like, the AI, like, squad will move in and heal them. Just a bit more immersive, I suppose. I would like to think. Alright, got our spot again. We'll make up a squad with, like, more medics, so... Maybe riflemen, they were doing too well last time. Couple auto riflemen. And then some medics. Alright, that's our squad. Get some enemies downrange. I wonder where else that bug is, because I'm pretty sure I've put that code in other places. Alright, this should be a bit of a different fight. They seem to be targeting the medics. Oh, medics are moving. Medics are moving. Oh god. Alright. This guy's just running around, that's a problem. But they are, like, you know, they are doing stuff, sort of. Where's this guy going? Oh, he's going for it. Look at this. Awful. Awful. I don't think that, oh, now what do we have here? Yes, look at that. Teamwork. Teamwork, guys. Teamwork makes the dream work. And then they're back at it. There has to be, like, a combat. There's gotta be, like, some combat cooldowns. Unless, like, so for injured guys, they have to do it less frequently. Or, like, only when there's not as much shooting. So we'll do some suppression. We'll use, like, some of the suppression variables. Just to figure out when it's okay to heal the wounded guys, or the injured guys. For, like, guys needing revive, I don't mind if they do, like, combat. Like, combat, you know, stuff in combat. We'll try again. So there's a bit of combat. Get a medic down. Bit of combat. What will this medic do? So, are there any wounded guys? Yes, there are. After that encounter. So there is work to do. This guy's going as well. Unfortunately, with the editing I've done, it's created some overlaps, like they're both going to this guy. When I would usually only want one of them going there. So that's a bit more work to do there. But it's something, isn't it? And then say, like, this guy and this guy go down, incapacitated. It's not perfect. There's work to do. There's work to do. He's going over to the same guy. That's a problem. You gonna shoot? You just been revived. Are you gonna do anything? Get some of these enemies closer. I want to see this guy shoot after he's been revived. Yes. Okay, cool. So he's like, he can do stuff. I'm actually not sure where these guys came from. I think the mission just spawned them. Yeah, so now the squad has a fully functioning medic, which I think is pretty cool. But I do have to fix this. You didn't need two there. Anyway, that's pretty nifty. Ah, yeah, there's a bug that came up in testing a little while ago. Let's see this question. Is there a reason why you didn't use FSM for AI stuff? I'll answer this in text. It's harder to control performance with FSMs. That's pretty much the reason. Because you don't like, there's some parts that are scheduled and some parts that are unscheduled. I explicitly avoid FSMs. They can be good, but you'll find they break down. Like the script-wise, they work fine, but performance-wise, when you use a lot of FSMs, you're just left wondering why performance isn't as good as it should be. That's the reason why I don't use FSMs. It's a very deliberate action not to use FSMs. They're good, but for a project like this where you have like mass quantities of AI running around, like you just don't have the luxury of using super frequent evaluation schedules. Like you have to evaluate things less frequently, put it that way. And with FSMs you can't evaluate, or you can't control how frequently things evaluate. Like they just do like a call function. You can't tell it to stop for a sec. It's just always churning away on the conditions. Look at this. This is a joke. Gotta fix this. I mean, that's good care. Like that's 10 out of 10 right there. But anyway, that's not super important. There was another bug that popped up before. The bug is related to the vehicle manifest, where we show the icons, sort of thing. We show the icons like who's in the vehicle. So right down here, I've made some changes to this just like optimizations, I guess you call it. Not so much changes. But it didn't like my icons. I'm wondering if maybe it's just a bracket thing, like if I throw a dash in front, then will it work? So I'm just gonna auto just real quick drop everything here. Check the time as well. It's getting a bit late. It's okay. It's okay tonight at least. So I made a small fix attempt here. And now we're going to go in and try it again. But yeah, like wherever you see like FSMs getting used, if they're used a lot, then performance isn't good. Whereas with just script, SQF script, you can insert sleeps where you want. You can call. You can use call where you want, spawn where you want. You can have. I just found it easier to work with, and performance-wise, you have more control with SQF. Than compared to FSM. FSM is good though, like you can get a lot more done theoretically. It's just it comes at a cost. That's all. So what I'm doing here is just I tried to get the icons up on the vehicle manifest before. It's like the list of people who are in your vehicle. Like I want player icons there so you can see like who's medic and stuff in your vehicle. But that had a script error when I tried it a second ago. So going out and trying again. Pretty happy. I upgraded my internet a week ago or about a week ago. Just like I tried to do a couple live streams and the performance was pretty bad and it was like unstable. So I was like, fuck that, and upgraded my internet, and it seems to be functioning a lot better. Yeah, I guess because FSM has a lot of time and loops scripts that go in there. No, it's mainly like the conditions are always unscheduled. It's hard to describe if like basically you can't put a sleep in some parts of FSMs. They run all the time. Like I like to use sleeps in scripts because the less frequently something is evaluated by the CPU, the better the performance is. So if I can have something evaluated every second and I find that I can get the same result by having it evaluated twice a minute, then I'll do twice a minute because it's the same result with less CPU time. FSM is always on the CPU, like it's always being evaluated, at least the condition part. So you don't have control of that. You can't tell it to sleep. Like you can't tell the FSM just to go away for a bit. It's just always there. That's why I use SQF. They're pretty much the same. It's just when you get to large projects with lots of AI and potentially like 50 plus players, then it matters. We'll go pilot. We'll jump in our chopper. Use this one this time. I hope this works. So jump in the chopper, and now we're just gonna put a squad in here. Nope, picture A3 not found. Yeah, okay. Picture A3 not found. I wonder where they all went. Rifle squad. Put that one in. Yeah, so the picture A3 not found. I wonder what that means. Picture A3 not found. PAA, is that the problem? Roll image. No, those are same format. Image 1. Text. Image 3. Image. Nah, this is something else is going on here that I just can't figure out. Should be working, but it's not. Name. Yeah, it's just breaking down on this third one here. I actually just don't know. Text. I don't know. Oh, what the fuck? I'm being attacked in the base. What else has happened? I mean, we added the cruise control stuff. There's been a lot of little changes. I just don't want to reveal some of it yet. It's just not ready and it's not finalized. But what can I show? We've done the medics. The medics are like in a playable state. I like these AOs. Like I had a lot of fun on Tanoa. I wish more people could play it. Ah, yeah, I made these damageable. Like, people weren't destroying these things. Like, they're a pain in the ass, but they're meant to be like take the legs out sort of thing. They are damageable. You put like okay. Yeah, okay, 3 of them. You put a few AT mines under and it blows it up. Like a satchel or something. You can destroy those little towers. If anyone knew that. What else do we do? There's one change that I am working on. Where's our little... There's like this marker that you can place here. Like it says like 3.2 kilometers in the middle there. Now if I teleport to the AO, usually like when you're in the the GPS jammer area, you can still sort of trick it. Like you can say like, all right, that's there it is. Like so you can navigate around without the map, just using that little dot that you can place around like this one right here. But I am making it so they do not work inside the GPS jammer area. Like if you place it there, it works, 100 meters. Place it in here though, gone. And on the flip side, where's our GPS? Yeah, see in the bottom right, like the GPS on the screen? So once you enter into the jammer zone, so once we enter into the jammer zone, the GPS goes bye-bye. And then even once we're in the zone, like that little marker you can place doesn't show up anywhere. And even if you place the marker outside the zone, like down here, it doesn't show up because we're inside. So if I now leave the zone, there's our marker there. There's our GPS, but I back into the zone, it's gone. And now the GPS is gone. So those are like little things that I'm doing. I'm gonna expand the role of the GPS jammer. I think people like it, like a little gameplay thing. I want to make it more important and harder to find. Like right now, it's pretty obvious. It's probably just sitting out in a field somewhere. Yeah, there it is. But maybe in the future, it's inside a building or something. Who knows? That's roughly what's coming, but obviously not this update. Like this update's like, I haven't been working on this thing for a while, so coming back to it, just got to shake some of the cobwebs off, modernize a few things, like modernize some of the scripts. Oh, nice, nice. Modernize some of the scripts, and yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that it's hard to discuss because it's just all in the code. Like, I can show what files I've modified. I can do that at least. I'll exit out of here. Sort of done in Arma for tonight. But I can show the files that have been modified for this update for anyone who's still watching. So this is like an example of what has been worked on. This update. So you can see like date modified on all these files. So we were just working on this. Yeah, I added some new stuff for like sometimes the AI like they run around and set landmines. Um, but they can die pretty fast. Like they run up behind your vehicle, they plant a bomb, and then you shoot them, and then the bomb doesn't go off. But I want it to go off. So if you shoot the guy, it's like a dead man switch. So once he's planted it, it's going to go off. Unless it's disarmed. So if he gets hit or he gets killed, the mine that he planted goes off. For like the enemy engineers that run around setting bombs beside vehicles. So that's just that's like a little minor change that's made. Just countless changes, man. This is a new function. This is like taking a Bohemia system and improving it. Like when you get hit and like you get like blood spatter on the screen. That's what this script is. So I've brought it out of Bohemia's control and into our control. So I'm gonna be working on that, improving like some of the UI stuff. What else? There's been some optimizations here. Performance optimizations with the icons. I've been doing a lot with RoboCop actually, like the oh yeah, here's another one. I've been improving like if you're driving a tank, the smoke shell or the smoke countermeasure doesn't do much. So I'm changing that to be much better. So like if you deploy smoke, there's a good chance that if the missile's like not locked onto you yet properly, that you'll defeat the missile. Like it'll not be able to locate you in the smoke thing. So yeah, just improving the smoke countermeasure. Added an exemption for the AI jets. Like they are really hard to hit. But I want them easier to hit with like man pads, like players with AA rockets. So I put in like an exemption that like the scripted increased difficulty that we place on them does not take effect if the person who fired the missile is like on foot. So I did some stuff there, a lot of stuff with RoboCop. Like it went from like, where's like the old RoboCop? Okay, this is the new one's like 175 lines. Where's the old one? Probably be in this one. So plan event hit RoboCop systems. The old RoboCop system is 600 lines of script. And the new one is 175. So much optimized and able to detect vehicle ramming a bit better. So that's been, that's a pretty big change. Even though you don't notice it, it's still reasonably big. What else? What else? Been a lot of bug fixes, really. Improved a lot of functions, like performance-wise. Like there's been some changes in the Arma system, like the game, in the last year or two. So I put a lot of work into just modernizing some of the scripting. So yeah, so this first update's gonna be like just improvements to these functions. And some like other stuff, like yeah, obviously we put cruise control in, like for the vehicle drivers. I know they love it. So that's going in like the official build. Right now it's in like, I've given like the code to some communities, but it's not in like the official released one, so it'll be getting in there. Where's the, yeah, so you can see all the files that I've modified recently, like October, 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 and then March 27, I did the cruise control stuff, a bit into April, and then April 15th, we have, I don't even know how many files, how many ones selected. Isn't April 15th, 124 files have been edited in some way or another. Usually just tiny optimizations, but there's just a lot of them. Anyways, that's enough for tonight. It's been a long one. I want to do other stuff tomorrow, like we'll get that vehicle manifest thing sorted tomorrow. We'll slightly improve this AI medics tomorrow, and then terminate work on that. So it won't be perfect, but it'll be good enough to where I want to move on to other stuff. I want to work on this feedback file tomorrow as well. Like if you stand over a fire, your screen will go red, sort of. It does that already anyways, but I want to improve it a bit. So there's some work on that tomorrow. I have to work on the whitelist stuff that I didn't get around to today. And then there's some other little fixes for the patch that are gonna go in, but I'm not prepared to discuss them yet, because whether they make it in time or not is yeah. So it all depends what's feasible. Like these medic things is feasible, the role whitelisting is feasible. So I want to work on stuff that's feasible to get finished in time. Anyways, that's it for tonight. I think I'll do another one tomorrow night. Not this long, but like we'll do a little something a bit more regularly. Anyways, if anyone's still watching, have a good one.